Man. What happened to Felix Dejesus? He was last seen 9 months ago, shortly after police in Paterson, New Jersey, detained him. Well, this week, the two police officers involved in that case were suspended. But the man's family says they still need answers about this. News 4's Pat Battle is in Paterson, where the police department now released new body cam video today.
Felix Dejesus' family concedes he'd been drinking back on February 2nd, the night that he was arrested outside this bodega on the Paterson-Haledon border, handcuffed and put in the back of a patrol car by rookie Paterson police officers Jacob Feliciano and Dodi Zarilla, even though the woman who complained that Dejesus had harassed her didn't file charges.
And I need you to just write something up. I ain't saying that he touched you and stuff like that. All right?
Yeah, but I ain't trying to do all that paperwork.
You're not trying to do all that paperwork?
Honestly, no, I don't. He just told me he asked me to tell you what just happened. I told you. I just want to go back to my house.
All right, no problem. You don't want to file no complaints right now.
Dejesus lived in Paterson but was staying with his mother in neighboring Haledon. They put him in the back of the patrol cars. He complained that his hand was broken.
Lo juro por Dios. It's broken.
What happened after that, his family says, is a total mystery.
They said that they dropped him off somewhere. They didn't give us no proof that they dropped him off, and we're still waiting for proof.
His brother says this is the only proof they have that Felix Dejesus was taken by police. Body camera video obtained only when a newspaper filed an open public records request. The family says they wouldn't even have that if it wasn't for the owner of the store that Felix was in before he was put in handcuffs.
We was giving flyers in the stores, trying to find my brother, and the guy from the store came to us and told us that he was under arrest by Paterson police, that he saw them when they took him.
It was 4 months before the family got this body cam video, and they say it still doesn't tell the whole story.
Even they turned off their camera, so now we don't know nothing. They didn't make no report. They didn't make no report to the police department. It was 10 days later that the family find out where Felix was, but we already have proof that he was in hands of the Paterson Police Department after 4 days because they was denying it. We called all the hospital, all the morgues, everywhere, and they say they never had Felix.
What do you think happened, Eric?
Paterson should know. Paterson Police Department should know what happened to him. They was the last people to have him.
In the months since he disappeared, his family's maintained a silent but steady protest. This day, on the fringes of an unrelated press conference outside the Passaic County Courthouse with Paterson's mayor and other elected officials, including longtime local Congressman Bill Pascrell, who stopped to speak with them and pledged to help.
I'll follow up.
What do you think where do you even begin in a case where a man's been missing for 9 months? Who do you call?
That's a good question. I know who to talk to. And I've always had a good relationship with the Paterson Police Department. We're straight with each other, and I think that's a good starter.
Paterson's police director didn't return calls or emails for comment on the two officers who, on Monday, after an internal affairs investigation, were suspended without pay for 90 days. The review found they violated multiple departmental regulations, from neglect of duty to breaking body camera rules, transporting citizens, to preparing and filing those police reports. There was no report filed. Paterson's mayor issuing a statement that said in part, while the review established that the subject officers are not responsible for the apparent disappearance of Mr. Dejesus, the city discovered that the officers violated several procedures and pursued discipline against them. Meanwhile, the agonizing wait goes on for answers for this family.
He lost Father's Day, he lost Christmas, we lost New Year without him, and he got 2 kids. And we missed him. I miss my brother. He worked, he do everything. He's not my father.
The Dejesus family says the disciplinary action against those two officers just doesn't go far enough. They have hired a lawyer and a private investigator. We did reach out to lawyers for the 2 police officers, have not heard back from them, and all questions are being referred to the Passaic County Prosecutor's Office, which did not return our inquiries for comment. They're asking anyone with information, though, to call their hotline at 877-370-PCPO. In Paterson, Pat Battle, News 4, New York.
Well, we now know